Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are you? Today's Monday, October 5th, and this is Rick with Hit and Run Candlesticks. First off, I want to say thank you very much for listening to my video blog. I appreciate it. And also, let's buckle up because there's no doubt that this is going to be a crazy, crazy week of trading. I've got a few trade ideas to go through, but first what I would like to do is remind you that if you did not get a chance to check out our Saturday charts to ponder, charts to ponder over the weekend, you might want to do that. That's on the very last video post after this one. So this will be the newest post. If you're listening to this and you didn't see Saturday's post, just go back one and you'll be able to see it. On that, there are 8 terrific looking charts that we are considering. They are part of the trade ideas today. Today, I'm only going to put out 3 new trade ideas, and that will 3 today and then 8 this past weekend, and that is plenty to have at the moment. So if you get a chance, make sure you take a look at that. All right, let's start with FNGU Friday. Friday we ran up, we pulled back, we closed here right above the T line. We did close below our little resistance line that we had drawn here, or support line when we were up. We closed a little bit below it. We weren't able to show any strength over our upper trend line here, so 220 is out of the question for the moment. Like I said, today, everyone knows that President Trump went into the hospital. So this whole week is going to be a little bit, probably a bit choppy, and I would expect even a little spiky, in and out a few days. So let's, mind your P's and Q's. Let's be a little careful here. Overall, I think the FNGU chart is still bullish. There's nothing about this chart pattern that suggests that we're bearish. Now, it wouldn't take much. Really, all it would take would be some news that the market does not like, drive us down, and that would not be good at all. So let's keep our eyes there. But right now, it looks to me like we've got pretty good support. Pretty good support in this area here. Even if the market was to pull back here, let's make that a little bigger. There we go. Even if the market was to pull back to the whatever this is, 177, something like that. We've got good support, so I would still have to be a little bit bullish, providing we were able to see some buyers to step in. Let's take a look at the SPY. SPY closed up over the T-line Friday after opening below the T-line. We also closed, let's do this, there we go. We also closed underneath the 50-day period moving average here. That's the blue line, but we closed inside a 3/8 trap. That's the 3 EMA right here and the 8 right here. So the 3 is the green line, the 8 EMA or the T line is the black line. So we closed in a 3/8 trap just below the 50 period moving average, and it looks like we're going to open up above the 50. Keep in mind that it is 7:40 Eastern at the time of me making this video, so anything can happen here. We still have a very nice Morningstar signal with absolute confirmation, and we're still working in a bullish direction here. We are on the edge because we're below the 50 and just barely hanging on to the T-line, so we'll keep an eye on that. VXX just cannot seem to get past that 50 period moving average. Now, if it does, there's probably going to be a lot of talk about the whole VIX instruments out there. I look at VXX because that's what I trade when I trade VXX, or one of the VIX instruments. So here we are at that 50 period moving average. Right now it looks like we're going to open up a little lower than the close Friday. Again, It is only 7:40 in the morning East Coast time. Plenty of time for something to change. All right, let's take a look at a few trade ideas. Now, let me do this. What I would like you to do is head over, if you get a chance after this video. This is going to be, for the most part, a short video. But if you have not looked at Saturday's video, or you need to look at it again, on Saturday's video, what we did, here's one of the charts, Intel. What I did is I gave places that I might be looking to enter, a stop, and a goal. Here's Boeing, places to enter, inside the green area here with numbers, a stop, and a goal area. So there's 8 stocks that are set up that way if you'd like to go take a look at them. All right, let me look at 3 stocks I'm putting up today. BIDU. So BIDU, let's, we'll can't decide whether to use this chart or this chart. Let's stay with this chart for now. BIDU has been moving sideways after a nice run to the upside, and then it just pretty much went sideways. Well, now we're putting in a nice little wedge here, T-line above the 50-period moving average here. It's also a doji. We closed with a doji yesterday, ever so slightly below the T-line. So we move up in this area meaning between the T-line and the 3 EMA. That sets us up in a 3/8 trap. Now, that we're going to need a little more than that because we are in this downtrend with lower highs. We do have higher lows coming in. So I think what we need to do, what we need to look for, what I will be looking for, is a breakout. So a breakout, and then I'll look to buy in this area. Could be the absolute breakout, could be a couple days later. Really, it decides what the chart price action does and what the market is doing. As far as a target goes, let's see here. We're going to have to consider 129.07-ish here. We're going to have to consider that top, something to think about. Now that's only 2%. That's only 2.3% or so up here at those tops. So really, if you plan to enter this, this should not, if you're worried about that, this might not be the trade you want to take. Another target I think I'm going to have to work with is, well, let's just get to the top. I think that's very doable, actually. I'm going to look at a 2-day chart, 3-day chart, 4-day chart. I just want to see if I see something in here that helps me out. Nope, I'm going to go with that right there. So I'm not overly concerned about this. If I buy it, this is not going to be a problem for me. Again, if you buy it and that's a problem for you, maybe you shouldn't buy it. So with an entry in here, I'll be looking at a target of about 133.40 up here. That represents 5 to 6%, maybe, depending on where you enter it. That's not much. Remember, I'll be trading in a directional option, a very simple directional option. And, hang on. Let me pull that up, and I will show you what I might buy on it, okay, as soon as I'm finished here. So I'll buy the directional option, and that'll put it up, say 12, 18, 20%. So that makes a difference. So what I'll be looking for is something like this right here. Once we break out, and it does not have to be today, by the way, I'm going to look for consolidation. As I see consolidation, then I'm going to be shopping for the buyers to step in. I had somebody ask me on YouTube, how do you know when there's buyers stepping in? Well, when you have a stock that's moving down, it's pretty clear that there's no buyers. All of a sudden, when you see green candles coming up, that's a sign there's buyers coming in. And when you have one candle and then another candle showing strength above it, that is a sign buyers are coming in. So that's what I'll be looking for. Let me get things set up here real quick, and I'm going to bring up my options chain, and I'll show you exactly how I do it. Hang on. Okay, here's BIDU, in how I might set it up on the options chain. So let me bring that option chain over here, okay? So I've got BIDU set in here, BIDU. Click the enter button, and there it is. What I'm going to do is go a minimum of 50 days out. Well, here's November 46. The truth of it is 46 is close enough, okay? What I'm going to look for after that is open interest, and I don't see enough open interest. I've been asked a question, well, how much open open entrance should there be? And I would say 20 times the amount you are going to trade. And there's just not enough there that also meets my 70 delta. 72 delta is the closest, 66 on the open interest. Just not worth it. Let's go to December. A couple of good open interest here, deltas, 77 and 62. You know what? Let's check out January. I think we have it now. So here's January. Plenty good open interest in that, around that 70 area. I would either choose the 69 delta or the 115 strike, or the 75 delta, the 110 strike. Honestly, for me personally, I would probably choose the 69 delta, the 115 strike for the road to wealth account is what I would probably be thinking about. So that's how I would set it up on the option side of things for a long call. Hey, I'll do that with the other two. Hang tight here, okay? So let's, the next chart I'm going to look at is DDOG. DDOG. So let's do that, and let's clear all this out. DDOG, let's go to a naked chart here. There we go. So you can see DDOG has been working very well here. It's on a clear trend to the upside. We can see here that it is clearly broken out. That puts it in the ballpark. Now what I'm going to do is, just to make sure, I'm going to put a line across these tops right here. This top, these tops. There we go. So we've had a very nice breakout 3 bars ago, and then we've had 2 bars of consolidation. So this would have been Wednesday, this would have been Thursday, this would have been Friday. Good bars of consolidation. Well constructed. Looks like the buyers are outnumbering the sellers. The sellers aren't able to break it back down. So I think what I might do is, for now, I'm going to move that up to that right in there. We're going to put the buy box in here, something like this right here. And then I'm going to come over and look at a weekly chart. So we're breaking out to some all-time new highs up there. Alrighty. Let's, right in here. I'll bet we could pull in what? I'm just going to use a percentage. So 16 to 20%. How does that sound? Right there. A possible 125. It's a $98 stock, so 100 I think is relatively easy to capture. Let's move that up. We're just going to watch price action on the way up. Now let's check this out over here. So we're going to look at DDOG. Type DDOG in. We're going to go at least 50 days out. So we're going to, we're close. So let's just start with November. Wow, there's pretty good open interest there. Here's a 69 delta. Very good open interest. So a 95 strike. That's very possible. Let's just peek at a January. Good open interest. Here's a 73 delta, a 68 delta. I would rather take the 73 delta because of the open interest. So I'm thinking a possibility of the January 90s, or maybe even the November 95s, looking at a 69 delta. So around that 70, good open interest, and that's how I do that. The other one I'm looking at is PNR. You can see PNR is up here. There we go. Sorry, let me clean this off. There we go. So PNR, Pinter Inc. We've been up over here. We've moved sideways. Let's put a little line up here. There you go. Low, high, higher low. Didn't quite make a higher high, but it sure did come back with an awful nice bullish piercing candle. So what I'm going to look for is follow through. Let's put a little line up here. A little follow through. So let's just go above that candle. So I'm going to put the buy box in here, something like that right there. And you know what, there might even be that, might buy a little lower. We'll see what happens on that. I'm going to take a look at a weekly chart real quick. Let's see here. I see a bit of a top, so let's put that in there. Let's go back here. You know, I think, yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I can see this as being a buy area. I'm not going to be too worried about this unless I see a sell signal. So I think what we'll look for is, here we go, a breakout. It's got to hold, and then if we see some consolidation in here, that's what I'll look for, and then I'll look for those buyers. I'll be very cautious just in case we see a big sell signal in here, then I might not want to be in this stock. But even from here to here, you're making a little bit of money. But if we come in here and the chart just kind of bounces around, you know, and starts to hold its own, breaks out here, then that really might be ready to go, and who knows, that might even be an add up here. So let's keep an eye on PNR. So let's go take a look at that. PNR. Whoops. PNR. There we go. It's possible this doesn't have options, so this may be a stock trade for somebody. Yep, see, I see no options in here worthy of a buy. No open interest, no open interest. There's February, just no open interest to make any kind of difference whatsoever. So PNR would not be an option trade for me. It would strictly be a stock trade. And you all know the Road to Wealth account only trades directional, simple directional puts and calls. I just showed you how easy it was to do it. If you need any help, just get in touch with me. I'll see what I can do for you. Again, take a look at Saturday's charts to ponder over the weekend. There's some great trade ideas with absolute instruction on them, on what our plan is. And hey, I hope to see everybody in tomorrow's video or in the trading room today. You guys all take care. Have a great Monday.